place. That's why we have perpetual jam. So what are we doing? We are making sure that all these homes that we are building, there is a school within walking distance. So go and look at all the affordable housing programs that we have launched. We have a school, we have a clinic, we have a market. Why? Because this is about human settlements. It's not just about housing. So I think that's a very important point for all of us to be able to appreciate. I really feel uncomfortable to try and take on my former boss, Eugene, on something that I don't think is a statement of fact. Number one, Jubilee government never abolished its affordable housing program. Never. I was a PS in charge from day one to the last day. And until the last day, we were still chasing our housing agenda. And I actually want to use this as a very good example as to why we did not succeed and why we are succeeding now. And it goes to, there's nothing that has changed in the architecture. What has changed is that right now, we have got the resources to do it. In the last government, we didn't have it because it went to court, it stayed in court. By the way, the courts never ruled. It stayed in court, it was frustrated. There were like 13 cases being opened every day. We know how it works in Kenya. But then eventually, the former president in December of 2019, I remember very well because it was Jamhuri Day, he directed that we move it from mandatory to voluntary. Now, let me tell you what the effect was. The effect was we had projected to be collecting somewhere between 6 and 7 billion a month. But between 2019 to 2022, when the Jubilee government came to an end, we had not collected more than 1.8 billion. Many years, we only collected less than 1.8. We collected less than 2 billion. Yet, we were hoping that we were going to collect 6 to 7 billion. So that is really the crux of the issue. It is not that it was a bad plan. It's not that this plan has fundamentally changed. The only thing that has changed is that we have now a funding mechanism. And even during COVID time, we were looking at sectors that we were going to revive, and housing was still one of the sectors. Unfortunately, there was no money. So if the taxpayers' existing funds cannot fund that agenda, then it did not take off. So if we go back to the fundamental reason why we are so passionate about housing, its importance in the economy, its importance in the creation of jobs, we can already see. I dare